switch it down then. You can reveal the card in 3, 2, 1, reveal. Okay, so all right, and go in 3, 2, 1, start. Good luck. All right, so we're starting off with this Tier A matchup between Mordaak and RedRobot, and we're seeing some route divergence. RedRobot gonna rush straight for that center tile. Overbold max out 4 upgrades. It's a very quick tile, and that will put RedRobot in a pretty advantageous position in terms of board state. Mordaak, meanwhile, going for Mortal 2. Trying to just skim this card real quick and see what we're looking for on this, what we're looking to get with Mortal 2. Oh, activate all the switches up near the top right. Not the most advantageous square, but it is a pretty quick one to get as well. So, Mordaak just spotting a quick goal that they're comfortable with and going to go for that. But RedRobot, yeah, really just pushing it for this center tile control very quickly. And there's 1 upgrade maxed. And, okay, 2 upgrades maxed for RedRobot already on Overbold. Yeah, thankfully the knockback upgrade only having 1 stage, so just 1 purchase will take care of that real quick. No health upgrades, though, and, you know, Overbold can throw you some curveballs. So that explosion was very close to taking out RedRobot there. Just barely out of range of that pumpkin bomb there. But looks like this wave's going to get cleaned up, and depending on, I think depending on rate hikes or sales, RedRobot might have enough money to finish the goal right here. This can be a very quick goal if you're efficient about it. Going to be maxing out the projectile shield and picking up 1 level of medkit. I'm going for 300 as long as that medkit upgrade doesn't get hiked in this next round. He will finish this goal after this round. Meanwhile, Mordaak already, I think, has hit the treetop switch. So 1 switch down, 2 to go. Yeah, hitting 3 switches does take a little bit of time. Ooh, not setting a portal down, just kind of getting soft locked in the wall there. But yeah, here's the wave win for RedRobot. As long as those medkits aren't hiked, and they are not, that is going to be the center tile. A quick 2-minute goal, and RedRobot secures a pretty strong positional advantage with that center square take here. And we're going to be jumping right into Pin Golf. Where's Pin Golf? Pin Golf is right to the left of that. Score -2 or better on 3 holes. Oh, we're also looking for a UFO Easter egg, which is the tile directly above the center. So RedRobot kind of looking to spread out from the center, threaten multiple bingos using the center tiles. The center tile, which is generally the way to go about it. It's pretty strong tactic to just take center control and then branch out from there, force your opponent to play defensively, and, you know, take less favorable goals just to block potential bingo threats, or even just take, you know, can follow up on the bingo threats and just get the instant win. So Pin Golf, the Pin Golf hole here is a little tricky. Can't get -2 on every hole. This is one of them. Unfortunately missing the under par shot there, but not really mattering here, since the goal is -2 and you can't get a hole in one on course 2 as far as I know. You can get a hole in one on this course. We'll see if RedRobot manages it. And gets it. So that is -2 on holes 1 and 3. Just needs 1 more to be able to secure that second tile and start threatening across that middle row. And just row 3 right here is looking pretty dangerous. If RedRobot can get this one on this stroke, he finishes this goal. Going for the dunk. I don't think it's going to make it. Not quite able to secure the -2 here. Can do it on this hole, though. This one's a little tricky to get, though. But there is a setup you can aim for. Looks like RedRobot's going for it, but hits the obstacle. Gonna miss it on this one, so it's gonna be a little while yet. Meanwhile, Mordaak finishing up activating all 3 switches, gonna claim that tile near the top right. So it is now 1-1. RedRobot unfortunately struggling a bit on internal logic here. Yeah, gonna be well over par, just burning a little bit of extra time on this pin golf goal. And where is Mordaak gonna head to? Seaside Drive, Quibble Race, Campanella 3. Hotfoot. It's Hotfoot. We've got a Hotfoot. Where is Hotfoot on this card? Oh, in the bottom right. Win a game without using star abilities. Okay, so Mordaak's going for a play on this rightmost column. Oh, and yeah, RedRobot's missing this one, too. Such a strong start, getting the really tricky hole-in-one on course 3, but has not been able to secure the third -2. This is another course where you cannot get a -2, so RedRobot's just gotta hurry up and get through this one. Very clean execution. I believe that's the optimal amount of strokes for that course, but unfortunately, it's not a -2. Can't get a -2 on that one. Ooh, almost overheating on this first shot, but does hit it off. Should be able to, with a good shot here, finish this one out and get this goal finished. Oh, but that dunk overshot it! Oh, I don't think that dunk was necessary. Those glass floors have such low friction. I think the ball would have made it without that dunk. So RedRobot gonna spend a little more time in pin golf here. Meanwhile, Mordaak, yeah, just gonna use the July cheese. I believe that's July cheese, where you just shove the player continuously, lower them into the center line with a pickup. The AI will just always try to go for available pickups, and you can just immediately shove them over. It's her passive special ability, but it's not a star ability, so it is good for this goal. Okay, with a hole-in-one on this course here. Okay, also getting the UFO there with a hole-in-one. RedRobot could, but misses the hole-in-one on this course as well. Oh, RedRobot was looking so strong, but is really struggling to lock up this pin golf goal. And it looks like he's thinking of leaving. He's gonna leave and go over to Fist Hell. And that is Hotfoot win a game without using star abilities for Mordaak. Suddenly, Mordaak kind of in the driver's seat here. And we got, okay, RedRobot bailing and going over to Waldorf's Journey. We've got Waldorf's Journey on this board. Where? Up at the top. Waldorf's Journey gold disc. Row 1, column 4. And meanwhile, we've got the Alphazar's Play from Mordaak. Mordaak going for that 5th column. Taking one of the longer goals here. While it's still, maybe a little ambiguous, maybe RedRobot's not playing for a block here yet with it only being 2 tiles. I think this is a solid way to go. Honestly, though, I think, I think it's a solid way to go if you are looking to win via Bingo KO, is to take care of the longer goals first. Oh, wait, what's the reset there from RedRobot? Is there another Waldorf's Journey goal here that I'm missing? Oh, no! RedRobot's not going for the, RedRobot's not only going for the gold disc, he's also going for the Treasure Hunter goal on the rightmost column, aiming to make progress on that center row and block that 3rd column, that 5th column. This is a good move from RedRobot. Yeah, you have to open 2 chests. Oh, it's open 2 chests in a run, though. Oh no! RedRobot, reading the goal explains the goal! That was 2 chests in 2 different runs! That was not 2 chests in 1 run! And yeah, so RedRobot is, I'm gonna have to... I may have to step in and poke him on the if he goes to mark this tile once he picks up 2 chests and divers, because he does not have this. He does not have the Waldorf's Journey goal satisfied. No, I think he did not read the goal correctly. He opened a chest, immediately reset, and then opened another chest and immediately left. He opened 2 chests in Waldorf's Journey. He did not open 2 chests in a run of Waldorf's Journey. It's this is unfortunate. I have the chat ready to poke him and say that no, you did not complete that goal. Okay, there we go. Does not say 1 run. Yes, it does! It says open 2 chests in a run. Okay, there we go. He's arguing with the ref. I don't know. We might have to penalize him for that. Technical foul. Do we have a system for this in the... Alright, but he's back in Waldorf's to finish this goal proper. But this is a heads up to Mordaak that he is about to get blocked on this column. That said, Mordaak might be feeling the sunk cost, might just finish this out. If I'm in Mordaak's shoes, though, I consider leaving and going for faster goals. Because you know this, now you know, it's been telegraphed that this is the play your opponent is currently making. And that, like, it's a fast goal. Like, opening 2 chests is pretty quick. So, there's no way he gets to Treasure Hunter if he's gonna finish out this Alphazar's Hat play first. Yeah, I think there's some sunk cost, and, you know, there is value to just claiming more squares. But Mordaak's also got to keep in mind, this isn't just a defensive play from RedRobot. This isn't just blocking his column play. This is also building towards that center row. With that in mind, I think it might be worth considering just bailing on Alphazar's Hat, just throwing that time away. It feels bad. It always does. But it might be better to just jump over to Party House, to Pin Golf, to Cyber Owls. Obviously, we know Pin Golf's not a good choice because RedRobot already has 2 of those 3 holes done and just needs 1 more. We'll be able to finish that pretty quickly. But, you know, from Mordaak's perspective, it would look like a pretty good option, especially if he feels pretty confident in Pin Golf. Cyber Owls is not too bad. You know, with your inability to, you know, use your fire button essentially until the boss, does let you focus on dodging, and there are openings throughout the entire stage to allow you to get through damageless, so it's very doable, but it can be a little tricky if you're not familiar. I think RedRobot's going for the gold disc as well, since that is a tile up top. Well, the question is, has Mordaak realized that... He doesn't realize he's leaving! The gold disc is right there! Oh, no! Oh! Mordaak, or RedRobot, a second, like 5 seconds away from claiming another tile and just not noticing that it's on the card. But that said, I don't know if it's gonna matter. Mordaak is feeling the sunk cost fallacy and is spending so much time in this Alphazar's Hat goal, and RedRobot already is 2.5 tiles through this center row. Is going to get the Cyber Owls, which I think is the longest one out of the remaining goals. And it's not even that long. Like, by the time Mordaak finishes with Alphazar's Hat, I think RedRobot's going to be done with Cyber Owls, and we'll just need to get 1 more -2 on Pin Golf and a 6 trouble on screen in Party House. I mean, you can't be that confident. You don't know what your opponent's doing. They like you've just marked off two tiles in the center row. You probably operate under the assumption that your opponent may be playing for defense. I don't think the play would be to just assume you're going to get this bingo. That said, Mordaak's wasting time in Alphazar's hat when he does not have the time to do so. It's gonna come down to a guess, I think, because I think they're probably gonna finish these goals at about the same time. Mordaak kind of struggling with Alphazar's hat though, and kind of having to slow play it a little bit with this low health situation going on. Yeah, Mordaak not looking super familiar with this part of Alphazar's hat. And, okay, yeah, RedRobot already most of the way through this Hong Kong stage. Mordaak with still a little bit to go on Frost in Town here. Yeah, has already made it past the mid-boss, so I think it's just a couple more screens at this point. But, you know, still got it, like, there's this kind of screen freeze where you just got to fight on this bridge for a while. And then there's a little bit of traveling still. A couple more snowmen to kill. These snowmen can be a little rough. They kind of rush into your face and spray shots at you. Alright. We're not getting a little more health, but yeah, playing this Alphazar's hat very slowly. Coming up on the boss soon, and yeah, it looks like they're going to be at their respective boss fights at about the same time. Okay, RedRobot has 10 points. I'm assuming I wasn't looking when that happened. Was that just jumping over a traffic cone? Okay, taking a death, but Mordaak still got one life left. Just has to not take another death here. And this boss is not too bad. Oh, gotta watch the spikes, though. And there we go, that's another tile in the center row. And okay, we've got Party House for RedRobot. Okay, Mordaak finishing with Frost in Town, but yeah, now there's this threatened bingo, which was telegraphed quite some time ago. Oh, and it's a Party House race. Oh, I don't like the odds for Mordaak here. I think I would like them better if Mordaak went to Pin Golf. But yeah, now it's a Party House race. RedRobot has a slight head start. And RedRobot already has progress on the Pin Golf goal as well. And oh, Mordaak struggling to get a starting run here. Getting busted on the first party a couple of times there. Now do note the phrasing on this Party House goal. Have 6 trouble on screen at once. That does mean there's no stipulation against being busted with six trouble on the screen at once. This is something that I've seen a lot of players miss. That said, Mordaak is getting busted a lot of unlucky draws here, but there's a bust for RedRobot as well. Oh, and Mordaak accidentally buys old buddies and resets. I don't know that I like the reset. But RedRobot's loaded up on hippies, grabbing a bartender for some extra space. And Mordaak is not really doing this on the optimal scenario. I think RedRobot's got the right idea, playing on best wishes with the bartenders for very rapid economy acceleration to expand the house quickly. That'll give you the chance to get your you know, hippies and your wild buddies and your rock stars in. I like RedRobot's approach a lot more. I think this is looking like it's going to be a very fast match here, because RedRobot is looking almost ready here. Let's see, how much trouble is that on the screen right now? That's 5. RedRobot's about to finish this goal. RedRobot just needs to get a party that gets another hippie in. Okay, just gonna take that one, build up some more resources. That's completely fair. But yeah, no, Mordaak is playing from way behind here, and I think on the weaker, slower scenario, see, still not quite enough trouble on screen for RedRobot just yet. But that's a lot of money. That's gonna be a couple more house expansions. Um, if he still doesn't get it here, he can afford a genie to just grab trouble out of the deck. Or trouble or hippies, whatever he needs. It's 2 more house expansions, and yeah, also a genie. the triple top deck of trouble for both players right there. Okay, the genie comes out 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 trouble. 5 trouble for RedRobot. RedRobot getting so close, but this is going to be another max out on the money. It's going to be 2 more house slots. And meanwhile, yeah, Mordaak's economy is from auctioneers, which are solid, but not what you're looking for. Another bust for RedRobot. Okay, RedRobot's actually running low on time. If he can't get this 6 trouble party, which will need 3 hippies, he needs 3 hippies in the party. 3 hippies and then get busted. There's 3 hippies. Yeah, okay, RedRobot's got it. There's 6 trouble. And it's down to pin golf, which RedRobot already has a head start on. And yeah, I think Mordaak can still pull it off. We saw RedRobot struggle. RedRobot tried to get this much earlier, and was not successful on multiple holes. Mordaak with a bad start, not even getting the hole-in-one on the first hole. And so Mordaak's at 0, RedRobot's at 2. RedRobot already has this one. And Mordaak does not get the hole-in-one on hole 3, so not going to get -2 here either. RedRobot really taking the time to line this one up. It's not really important here. You already have this hole. Oh, and getting hit, running into the obstacle there. Mordaak's got to play a little more carefully. Like, you need to make sure you're getting these -2s. I feel like that shot was just way too hasty. Don't know that a hole-in-one is possible from here. Yeah, okay, no, Mordaak is not going to get to the -2 on internal logic either. Nice shot up there, getting the boost off of the ramp. This is if RedRobot can manage this shot, if he can get it in this shot. Oh, nope, aimed too high there. Not going to get the bounce that he needs. Oh, and Mordaak's stroke overshoots and not going to get a -2 here either. Mordaak's still sitting at 0 -2s. And I believe RedRobot is on a possible -2 right now. Again, he only needs 1 besides 1 and 3. Misses the dunk, though, so isn't going to get it on this one. Oh, that's a bad position for Mordaak, right up against that edge. Yep. Mordaak not going to be able to make this one either. Yeah, ideally the ball ends up a little away from the lip of that platform so that you can lob it a little at a better angle. And Mordaak's going to reset. Make sure you're securing this hole-in-one on the first hole. You really need this, Mordaak. It's a pretty consistent shot if you take the time to learn it. Just gotta aim for the top of the ramp at full power. Oh, and there's a -2 for RedRobot. That's game. AGG, the sunk cost
GG.
fallacy claims another.
Oh no, what
GG.
happened?
Mordaak was finishing Frost in Town the entire time you were building that row.
Oh. Dude, I feel so bad about the treasure hunter thing.
Oh,
I
and
wouldn't
that's
have done, I wouldn't have done it anyway. I
Okay, thank
don't
goodness. If you were
know.
in that and you like left in the middle of a run because I clicked
The
it,
two
I would have been
Waldorf
so upset.
is almost impossible for me, and Devolution. I haven't played Devolution for 2 months, so
Yeah, that goal's a lot harder than you think it is too.
yeah, no, Alphazar's at stage 3 is actually it's a pretty long goal. Stage 2, the
Yeah.
train stage is really lengthy. Stage 3 is actually pretty tough to get through. We saw Mordaak kind of
Level
having to
one's
slow
normally
down
a real
quite a
fast
bit.
one.
Yeah, level 1 in Alphazar's hat's nice and quick, but the rest of the game you actually got, it's got teeth. You gotta, if you're not familiar with it, it's going to be pretty challenging. And yeah, I think once I think like RedRobot, I think your decision, your accidental marking of the treasure hunter tile, actually kind of maybe was a key bit of information that Mordack should
Yeah.
have
Tried to
could have taken
move and
advantage
block
of.
something on the other
Because
side row.
that's
Yeah.
a clear signal that you're not going to get the
Trying to
bingo on
block
this
and win
column
there.
ever. But
yeah. But
um,
I decided to do Alphazar, and I decided to not take this into account. So
Yeah.
I just stay on what I was.
yeah, and unfortunately, yeah, you both went into Party House, and Red Robot had already been in Pin Golf and failed to get the get 3 -2s, but they already had 2. So they only needed a -2 on 1 once it became a Pin Golf race.
Okay. Yeah, so
Um,
it was lost anyway because I don't know how to do all in one, and -2 is the same. It's
Yeah. It is. You can get it earlier than the hole in one goal, but if you just do the hole in one strategy, you will get it at the same time, basically.
yeah, but I don't. I didn't learn the all-in-one
Yeah.
goals. So that's no. This lane was this
oh,
was
and
a bad lane for me.
question for you, Red Robot: did you just not notice that Waldorf's Journey Gold Disc was a goal?
I did. I didn't care. Like I was going for this row. I just wanted the win here. I guess it would have been like what 20 seconds to go for it.
Probably, I don't think
Maybe it would have
even
been
at
worth
the
it.
where you were, because you took the palace chest. Like the gold disc is like is right there. It's like probably like 10 seconds to go pick up the gold disc, but you just
Also,
left.
it's funny to go for the palace one. I was like, I already passed the first one and I had canned fish. And I'm like, you know what? I might as well just go for this instead of resetting.
Yeah, I was so sure you were gonna lump in the gold disc with it, but like, yeah, I guess confident that you're gonna
Yeah,
take the
I
center
had I
row.
definitely saw that.
Like it worked
Just
out
wanted
for
to get
you, but
this
like
immediately.
at that point, I'm like, okay, my opponent hasn't marked a square in
Yeah,
like 10
it was
minutes.
definitely the play to go for.
Like he's
Yeah.
probably blocking me somewhere, right? Like
And also gets a gold disc for 5 gold discs. Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, yeah, it worked out. So
Worked out,
you're
but
you're the one in the
probably
winner's seat
shouldn't
here.
have.
So what do I know? Yeah, so many nice goals on this card that we didn't even get to see.
Yeah.
Just over so quickly, and no one getting to go fight the Phantom Knight in Valbrace.
I love that goal.
I was going to do that next because I know the speedrun of the game and I can do this in 7 minutes, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, it would have been
Dude, when you
great to
mark the
see.
Mortal 2 and Hotfoot at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, is he just gonna get like a bingo, like marking it all at once? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, no, he was pretty quick on the on Hotfoot. Hotfoot went pretty smoothly. I mean, without using star abilities, since that doesn't say anything
Yeah.
about passives, you just use the July cheese and shove the opponent down and stun lock him. Um,
Yeah,
and
I used strat to get the cherry, and now I use it whenever I have to play the game in bingo. So
yeah, it's definitely a very very reliable cheese method. People have perfected the Edgar cheese more recently, which is a little faster but a little harder to get rolling. Um, you got to be very particular about your timing there. But yeah, no, the good old July cheese always a very quick win in Hotfoot.
Also, when I booted up Hong Kong, I immediately shot someone. I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah, yeah, I noticed. Yeah, I noticed the quick reset. I also noticed you had 10 points by the end. I think that was over like from
I
jumping a
jumped
traffic
over,
cone.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
over cone.
yeah. I'm not sure how it would work if it were just get no points at all. I guess just
Yeah, you
crash
would
into
have to
the
just run into them. Yeah.
crash into the traffic cones.
Oh no, wait, you could shoot them. So I think you could shoot one, and then like
Oh
as
yeah,
it's
you're
being pushed forward, you could slip through. But
yeah, that's true.
or risky to shoot at
You're
all.
not destroying traffic cones. They're traffic cones are more indestructible than cars and human beings apparently. They just kind of get pushed along. Anyway, yeah, good show, good show. Was an entertaining run, if a little bit on the short side, but you know these things
Yeah, that
happen
was
in
so
Biga
fast.
sometimes.
I'm not good at blocking pingers. I like speedrun games, and I don't really care about the grid before maybe my opponent has three spots on the line, so a bit hard to block if I don't know
Yeah,
where
unfortunately at that
the
point it
grid
was
is.
like pretty much a 50-50 because by the time you finished, yeah, Frost in Town, it was already 3 tiles.
Yeah.
And you know, you go into the one that your opponent's not in, you probably get the block. But if you go into the one that he's already in and already made progress on, then well, what happens there is what we just saw what
Yeah.
happens there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think RedRobot also picked the better scenario for it. Best Wishes scenario 3 with the bartenders just lets you expand the house so quickly.
I don't know what scenario was the best, and I know you can do it in the first one because I tried this casually and I could do this, but I
If you're
have
feeling
to
really
try on the
bold,
third one now.
the
Yeah,
best scenario is random.
true. Just get a good seed. That's all it
Get
takes.
dogs and
Get dogs and
hippies.
hippies and bartenders, and there you go. Well, and you also need something
Some
that's
trouble,
trouble,
yeah.
some sort of trouble. Yeah. Um,
Probably actually, I guess it can be anyone really.
yeah, I don't think it really matters. Other than like not werewolves, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, since they are unreliably trouble. But I don't know. First scenario is pretty good since it has hippies and auctioneers are like a solid economy option, but it's pretty hard to compare against bartenders that literally will just max out your money every single round and give
Yeah,
you 2 house
bartenders are
expansions
crazy.
every party.
Yeah, but I just remember when I speedrun the game, I looked at the all gold disc strat, and it was I remember only the first level, so I decided to go for it because I was unsure about everything else.
Yeah, if you know the approach for the first scenario, like if you know the composition and know the approach, like yeah, it's that's totally fair.
You do get the chauffeur with the first scenario, which is nice.
Yeah, the drivers, yeah,
Yeah.
those are definitely helpful. Yeah, whereas Best Wishes, you have to get all the way up to 55 popularity for genies to be able
Which I did
to tutor
actually
stuff
too.
in. Yeah, which you did. It took long enough for you to get a favorable party that you were able to save up for it.
Yeah.
And it came in handy. You were able to just fetch that last trouble that you needed at the end. Anyway, I think that's all I got here. Thanks for playing. Good games,
Yeah.
good games.
Thanks for casting.
Thanks for the cast and GG RedRobot.
Yeah, GG.